Alright guys, we just got out here, Northern Green Expo 2019. We're gonna start walking around and check this place out. We just ran into our boy, Brian Ring. Dad's making a game plan, let's go. Alright. What? Said you're making a game plan already.
Well, starting from one edge.
Hydraulics, it almost just looks like a Toro version of the Bobcat Toolcat.
Yeah, dude, this thing's weird.
It's super weird. But then you add in the rear hydraulics, which adds a whole
with the PTO in there.
With a whole PTO and a whole other realm of like ability. And then what he was telling me was you can actually program your attachments in, so then you can just come up and hook up.
So it remembers
it remembers everything.
Oh.
Now if you come around here, this is another cool thing. So this is a remote that puts it in basically a creep mode. So you can come back here with this remote and hook up your attachments without even having to be in the cab. One guy can hook
so you can
up.
see everything, yeah,
Exactly.
and line it up. That's a great idea. So how do you stop? You can run how far you back up and everything, forward, reverse, up, down, and then what do you got up here? Emergency, I'd imagine, stop.
Yeah, and then this looks like it's your PTO, just to engage it, make sure it's all engaged.
Yeah, make sure it's connected properly.
And I mean, that's huge. To be able to do that with just one person.
Exactly.
Easily. And then, I mean, here's your just up, down for your hydraulics and everything. Here's your front hydraulics.
Jump up in there. What's? There you go. So run us through everything here. Sounds like you know a little more than what we know.
So as far as I don't know a ton, but I believe this is your hydraulic up and down, side to side for your front here. And
just like a normal compact tractor, skid loader, anything like that.
And then this is for the back.
Okay, that's up, down.
And then, you know, your park headlights, eco mode.
Is there a camera or anything like that on it, or backup camera? Nothing like that?
Doesn't appear to be.
But the visibility is like super good, so it's not like you really need one.
Right, the visibility is really nice.
Pretty simple. What's that? Forward, neutral, reverse. Where's the? Is there a throttle to rev it up or anything like that, or you just got your foot throttle to go?
Right, see you guys.
Hey, which way? We'll see you later, Stan.
See ya. Good to
Thanks.
see you again, Carson.
Yeah, good to see you.
Have a good one.
I'm thinking it's. I think it's this right here, actually. And that, I've been seeing companies move more and more towards buttons instead of levers for throttle.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't know. For me, with a lever, I can finesse it. And I can
feel the spot. Yep.
But I guess at the same time, you got a nice little screen here, shows all your gauges. You got high, auto, low. You know, it's a nice machine. They're working on. They don't have it yet, but they're working on getting hydraulics up to the front, so if you want to run a broom or a blower,
something like that. And it's just a normal skid steer attachment
so
up
any
front.
attachment will be able to fit right on.
Forks, bucket, whatever. They've got a Boss Plow on here right now. But you can't put anything hydraulic on it yet. What do you think, Xander?
I think it's ugly.
You think it's ugly?
I think it's ugly.
But do you see the use case there?
Yeah, I do.
I think it'd be great for obviously municipalities, things like that, but maybe it's just because how it's set up with the seat or whatever we got on back. It's like screams golf course to me right now. It's got that.
I will say the one thing I'm not a fan of is it looks a lot physically larger than the Toolcat.
Takes up a lot more space. I mean, this front end literally, where the Toolcat more resembles like an RZR or a side-by-side, this resembles a tractor more so.
Right, and that's kind of what they.
But it is more heavy duty then too. So.
Right. They're kind of marketing. Cause that's what I asked them. The first thing I asked was like, so is this the Toolcat kind of competition?
Yeah.
Like, well, kind of, but it's more of a tractor, which I get.
It's like Toolcat and tractor, compact tractor, had a kid.
Yep.
This is what you get.
Yeah, all-wheel steer, all-wheel drive. It's pretty.
All-wheel steer too.
That's what. Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah, you can see all the. I'm sure it's for obviously turf applications. You're not messing stuff up, making a bunch of marks on the turf. That thing's pretty interesting. I like all the glass on the cab. Lots of visibility.
Visibility is key when it comes to equipment.
Little sliding door. Little spot for the passenger to ride in here. Rubber hard floor.
I would be interested to know what access is like under the hood as far as oil change.
Yeah,
that kind of
serviceability stuff. Yep.
Like, you know, can I do this in my shop or do I have to bring it?
Yeah,
to you?
exactly.
All right, what do we think, Cars? We got a brand new 50G Deer out at RDO.
I can definitely say compared to our, we got a 121.
Yep.
This is a lot closer. You don't have as much room this way.
Okay.
Although, before I say that,
Can we, there we go.
yeah, I mean, it's still probably a little bit tighter, but this seat is obviously way better, being as it's a brand new machine. And
Yeah.
I would say it's pretty comfortable. It's kind of like the cat theory, how we were, if you guys watch our video on the cat, the cabs are like tight, but it's snug. Once you get in it, you're just like comfortable and you can just sit there. But it is kind of tight, so that getting in and out part
Right.
isn't as easy. This isn't bad here. I wish this could go back a little bit more. I don't
Yeah.
know if it can.
Kind of a funky little step there.
Yeah. It's a little tighter quarters, but it is like a small, comfy, tight area. What I do like is our older machine, it's got the little foot pedals on it.
Yep.
So you can't make it's almost an all or nothing. There's not a very
Right.
fine movement you can make. These bigger pedals, that is awesome. Especially when you're going back on that little one, because the pedal comes like to the middle of your foot on ours. So when you go back, you really got to push down really awkwardly on it. So
Right.
it's hard to be touchy and sensitive with it. This has got super smooth, it's super easy to do. So definitely like that.
It's got all the edges there. See that?
Yep, these are all a independent trip edge, or they flex up and down, kind of like Mike was talking about. It's the same design, so you can see on each spring, each blade here will come up and down.
Along the side, you can see the slot.
Yep, so it moves up and down, contouring to the ground. So if you have a huge one of these, it's gonna be a lot better.
Hi guys, are you okay to talk to you?
It's a hydraulic wing.
Is that like the one you were, like the one guy was running on?
Yeah, this is the same thing Tom Gardaki runs.
Is it?
Yeah, the Dirt Ninja.
Okay.
I'm a big deer fan, so
What do we think of the little screen here?
you know, I don't know. I
Like-
mean, it's pretty.
like-
It's just an LCD little, whatever
Yeah.
face. It's nothing too technical yet.
Sure.
Still waiting for deer to get on top of the technology stuff.
All right.
They're a little behind.
This model's got a CMP rotator on it. Exactly what we need.
I will say these are probably some of the best joysticks. They're the exact same as the Caterpillar ones, almost identical, if they aren't identical. But they're probably the most comfortable ergonomic joysticks, I will say that. Looks like they got a little screen in here too. I don't know if we can turn it on here, but I don't know. It's not a power button here. I don't want to mess with it too much, but it looks like it'll have a backup camera and everything on there.
Right.
What size is this? I didn't know. What, 325?
Yep. 325G. It's actually got mirrors up on the booms there. For when the booms are down, you can probably see behind you. That's actually a cool little idea. Kind of see your blind spot right in this area here. I've never seen that before, but I like that.
Looks great. Huh?
This thing has a little pulverizer in the bucket, it looks like.
Kind of kills it a little bit first, but basically it's like a slow rate.
So this is Case's, what are we, 321F wheel loader. This is similar to the 308 that we demoed out, tried out in a video last year, Cat's 308. This is like the ideal wheel loader for doing smaller commercial parking lots, snow plowing, things like that. You can still do some landscaping with it because it's compact enough, but this is a sweet rig. I will say the visibility on it, right away I can tell, isn't as good as the Cat's was, I don't think. This dash and everything seems to be a little bit higher up, so pretty comfortable. How do we adjust our... I don't think they have an armrest on the left side. Am I missing an armrest? There's no armrest over here. Do you guys see an armrest? There's nothing on the door, is there? Well, it's missing an armrest case on both sides, but that's good. This thing moves. This side's armrest thing moves. Yeah, sweet little unit here though. Can't wait to have enough snow plowing to have one of these things. Next year, coming to a plow site near you. Alright guys, so we're just talking to Terry here. Apparently this is like a government spec rig. That's why there's no armrest on it. So there's not a whole lot of, it's not even a 2-speed unit. So that's why it's kind of dumbed down on the features. So take everything I said there with a grain of salt on like the comfortability and ergonomics, things like that. So government spec rig, just cheap as you can get. It's got more room than the one we were in earlier. The John Deere.
John Deere?
John Deere.
50G?
Yeah, the 50G.
Okay.
So here's where you'll switch between excavator mode and skid steer mode. One flip of a button, you're operating skid steer mode, forward back, each side. Up, down, skid loader bucket, side to side tilt, down.
Sweet. So then what can this thing lift? Like if we're lifting a pallet or something, how much weight can it lift?
All the way out, 2,000.
2,000.
All the way out. Okay.
Well, everybody likes that smaller
Come
machine
all the
too.
way back.
Lower height.
You'll have to 660
Not
tracks,
bad,
which is
yeah.
about 6,000 pounds. Right next to the track, 360 degrees. What's the back though?
Do you know what the ground speed is for 6.5? 6.5. That's pretty quick.
It's the same as the TL6.
Yeah, that's pretty quick. So it's just as fast as the TL6 we demoed too.
Okay.
Same difference there.
Alright, so what is this thing? What model is it?
Backlack, what did it say? The 6-ton one?
6-ton. Okay.
Backlack 6, that's all they call it. So does Backlack make anything else besides
Wheel
this? Or
loaders. They do have a lot of stuff.
wheel loaders? There he is, there's Evan! Hey!
There's Evan again.
What's up?
What's going on? Doing a little video.
Yeah, look at that. What do you think of this thing, huh?
Crazy. Crazy.
So the way you operate that back cylinder to the tilt is all on this thumb.
That's for this one, or this one up here.
So that back cylinder, you get it to tilt side to side.
Oh,
So
the road back.
God, that's
Coming out that way.
okay.
So you can dig probably a foot off the tracks.
Really?
So you can bring that bucket, actually set it right here and dig.
And then dig like that.
And dig all the way back.
And then, I guess this thing's actually really
This-
To operate that back boom, you're going to use your right foot.
That's what I was
on that
watching.
pedal.
Let's dig or something.
Yep. So that's going to operate as always your back boom.
This guy right here. So this guy right here is always on a foot control all the time.
Okay.
For whether we're on either mode here,
Nope, only an excavator mode.
only excavator mode.
Yeah, this guy here, set your out and run an excavator mode. Because then you can use both feet to drive, dump, and do everything.
Yep. And then once we go to skid loader mode, this goes to like simple, your normal standard skid loader, and then this is
Forward, back.
forward, backward, everything. When you're in skid loader mode, you swing. Can you
Push this button underneath, you can swing.
this button, and then you swing while you
That's-
push the button. So
that's
I
cool.
mean, it brings a whole new level. You could. So like think about this, guys. When you pull in, you're gonna pick up a pallet. You can come here, pick up a pallet, skid loader mode, 2,000 pounds. and then you can lift up the pallet, you can put the swing, and you can turn right around and then reach out and put it into a truck next to you and not move your feet at all,
Right.
not move your tracks.
Right.
I mean, theoretically, you could load a truck without moving, picking stuff up, putting it in a truck, loading your truck for the day. Like, it's a whole different level of versatility with this thing. This is pretty interesting. It's gonna be fun to demo. It's gonna be fun to demo.
We're gonna be getting one of these this spring here, maybe even sooner. Gonna be trying one out, see what we can do.
6 miles. I didn't think it was that fast. I didn't realize it was that. That was the one thing I thought when I was watching one of the others. Yeah. So that was the one concern because I know our Kubota Mini X is slow. You wouldn't want to use it as a skid loader, so that was the one thing. That's good. That is sweet.
It's fun.
Throttle here or what? The blade?
That's gonna be your back foot blade.
You wanna
Blade over here.
For a little tour in there.
Yeah, so we got controls over here, everything. So this is your switch going back and forth, and we'll have a better video with more specs and whatnot on it when we do the actual demo of this unit. Throttle here, up and down for your blade down here. Forwards, backwards, drives just like a normal machine. And then this guy here is gonna run your main boom here when you're in excavator mode. As soon as you put this thing into skid loader mode, you're going to be moving around like this, just normal skid loader controls, up, down, curl, dump. So pretty interesting little rig here. Got the boom. You can see here, it tilts at this point here. It's got a tilt, and that is your control on the thumb right here. So pretty interesting little rig here. Thing's going to be a lot of fun to test out. All right, guys, so here's a Snow Wolf plow. I've actually never seen one of these in person. So I'm gonna set my little Biff guy down there and take a look at this a little closer. I'm trying to see, so we got a hydraulic here with a pin, looks like easy come in and out, bump stop. We got a trip edge plow down here, and this is a poly connection on there. This thing's on like the Ideal rig, which I've heard Cat actually isn't gonna be licensed by ASV anymore to have that system, which is a huge downfall because that's like one of the best things about these machines. We demoed this exact machine this summer and it was a great rig. There's obviously a lot of reliability standpoints and issues that Cat needs to address with them through the grapevine we've heard, and looks like now they've got a hydraulic quick coupler on here. This summer when we demoed it, they had a electronic one, so that was a little bit iffy, but this thing's kind of cool. Kind of like these. I like how the one thing Metal Plus doesn't have is their wings are completely straight, where this has got a little bit of a curve to it to kind of help, you know, contain stuff. I like that curve in it. That's a nice little feature there, but interesting little plow. Would like to try one of these one day. Don't know if I'd imagine it's going to cost more than a cage unit, and I don't know if it's worth the extra money for what you're getting, but love to try one someday.
That's gotta be like the size of ours, pretty much. Pretty small. Right?
Yeah, it looks like that new TL6R, how the top's super small. But look at this track design. The Ideal tracks, you can see it's a super round shape. It's got a super round curve to it. That front idler is huge. Yeah, if you're going up to like a curb or something like that, or something real, yeah, anything at all. Pretty interesting. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed the experience. It was a great time out there. We got to meet Elliot with Tool in Hand Construction, Evans Landscape from Instagram, and he's starting his own YouTube channel too. He's got some really cool projects on there, so great people we met. There's a couple other folks, I can't remember their names, but hopefully you guys enjoyed meeting us, and yeah, it was a great time. It was a great experience to be able to meet people. So if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to see more videos like this and more stuff coming up, and some of the latest stuff coming out in the industry. So